So, what I was discussing in the last two classes, I think only two classes we have finished, is regarding prototheria, and above before that we have also discussed about the general characteristics of mammals. And in this class we will be going to another subclass, that is subclass metatheria. So meta, the term meta means after, and theria means animal. So here the term metatheria has been introduced by scientists because these are the group of animals which have come after prototheria. So that is why metatheria, after prototheria, animals which came after prototheria. That is why the term metatheria has been given to this subclass. So mainly this include kangaroos. These are the main type of animals. In Malayalam we call it as kangaroo, but it is kangaroos in all over the world. So better to pronounce that word kangaroos itself. So regarding that, it is a pouched mammal. Pouched mammal means an animal which has a sac or which has a pouch below its abdomen. In the case of most of the modern mammals are giving birth to live young ones, just like human beings, dogs, cats, etc. All these modern mammals are producing or giving birth to live young ones. In the case of prototheria, we call them egg-laying mammals, just like birds or reptiles, they are laying eggs. Right now, what we are finding in the use of this metatheria is a different type of mechanism. They do not lay eggs. These animals, these kangaroos, do not lay eggs. Then what they are also producing live young ones, but these babies are very small, maybe 1 inch, maybe in size. So such a very small, very minute baby will be entering into this abdominal pouch. In the abdominal pouch, it will be well protected from the external environment. The temperature will be maintained in a comfortable way, and there will be milk glands will be there, milk nipples will be there, and babies will be sucking the milk from the body of the mother. So this is the mechanism by which these animals are actually living. So they are called as pouched mammals because of the presence of this abdominal pouch, and this pouch is also known by another term called marsupial pouch or marsupial. Here you can see that these are the marsupial pouch. An animal is actually well protected inside this marsupial pouch. So that is how the animals are living. Then there is one important feature, that is the no corpus callosum in the brain. Corpus callosum is actually, the brain is actually divided into two regions. One is a right portion or a right hemisphere, then a left hemisphere is there. Between these two hemispheres we can find a middle connection, a nerve connection. A very thick bundle of nerve connection is there for communicating between the right side of the brain and left side of the brain. Several thick neurons are connecting with each other. This is known by the name corpus callosum. So in the case of metatheria, this corpus callosum is absent, or there is no corpus callosum. So the significance of that, modern mammals have a better intelligence, more advanced brain functioning, and the right and left side of the brain are interconnected, so that they will be able to communicate the functions of the brain, like intelligence, feelings, etc., are better developed in modern mammals. But in the case of this metatheria, their brain is also developed better than this prototheria. But what we are seeing is that they do not have this brain connection. That is, a left side of the body and right side of the body are working as two separate areas. That is how this absence of corpus callosum is affecting the functioning of the body. Then mammary glands open inside the pouch. Here you can see that we cannot find mammary glands or outside the body. It is actually present inside the abdominal pouch, and the babies will be sucking the milk from the nipples present inside the abdominal pouch or marsupial. Then another important feature is there are more than 3 incisors. You know what are incisors? The front teeth of our body. The teeth which are located at the front of the mouth are known by the name incisor. Normally in most of the animals there may be one pair or two pair. So in the case of this metatheria or marsupial animal, they have 4 pairs of 4 incisor teeth. The 3 incisor teeth are present in the front row. So that is one important feature of that, and more than 4 molars are also present in each half of the jaw. So there are more number of molar teeth and more number of incisor teeth. So these are certain unique characteristics of metatheria or marsupial animals. The next point is regarding the monophyodont dentition. We have studied about diphyodont dentition. Diphyodont dentition means 2 set of teeth. In case of mammals like human beings, if you are taking, by the 7th month of the seventh month babies will be developing a type of teeth known by the name milk teeth, and that milk teeth will be lasting up to the age of 7th year. For 7 months to 7 years, usually children or babies will be having a type of teeth known by the name milk teeth, and the total number of milk teeth will be around 20. After the 7th year onwards, we can find that a new kind of teeth known by the name permanent teeth will be replacing this milk teeth, and the total number of permanent teeth will be coming to 32. But most of the time it is less than 32. Most people will be having around 28 only. So there are 2 sets of dentition. One is coming in the early period of life, followed by another type of teeth known by the name permanent dentition in the later part of the life. So that is why advanced mammals are possessing diphyodont dentition. Di means 2, phyo means set. But here it is only monophyodont dentition. Whatever teeth which are formed in the beginning of the life will be continuing throughout its life as a permanent teeth. So that kind of dentition is known by the name monophyodont dentition. Monophyodont dentition. Then young ones are born naked and blind. Naked means they do not have any hair. As I told you in the beginning, they are very small animals. These babies will be very small, very tiny, maybe 1 inch or less than 1 inch will be in size, and they do not have any body hair. So that is why we call it by the name naked. There is no body hair on the surface of the body. And other feature is that they are also blind. These young ones cannot see. Their eyes may not be developed. Only when they are reaching a bigger size like this, their eyes will be developing, and most of the sense organs will be functioning. Most of the organs inside the body of the animal will be functioning. Even though the animal has been given birth, still it is very much premature. What we are seeing in modern mammals is that modern mammals will be coming out of the uterus of the mother only after it has reached a certain proportion, certain size. So by that time almost all the organs might have developed properly. But here that is not the case. Even before the organs are completely developed, the animal will be coming out of the body of the mother and simply attaching itself to the milk nipples of the mother and start feeding on that. So this is the mechanism by which marsupial mammals are surviving. So that is a different type of mechanism that we are finding in the use of this group of animals. That is why we are placing it as a separate subclass. So the next point is regarding the body temperature. The body temperature is ranging from 36 degree to 40 degrees centigrade. So that is in our case it is 37 degrees centigrade. So around our own body, so the temperature is somewhat similar to our own body temperature. Whereas in the case of Prototheria, we can see that body temperature is far lower than the animals that we are finding in the case of so here the body temperature is very much lower than what we find in most of the see temperature lower than other higher animals, that only around 31 degrees centigrade. So there is distinct difference with the Prototheria. They have been they are more developed, more stronger, and more and have more survival ability than this Prototheria. Because in this of Prototheria, they are egg-laying mammal. They are from the eggs they are developing. But here we can see that these animals are more capable compared with the Prototheria. So that is regarding the general features of the subclass Metatheria. Sometimes you should expect to give an account of the general characteristics of Metatheria. Now we go to the second portion, that is an example from that. The example that we have to study is regarding the Macropus, otherwise known by the name, popularly known by the name kangaroos. So regarding this Macropus or kangaroos, they are mainly located in the Australian continent as well as Tasmania. Tasmania is also a part of Australia. It is a small island located on the southern portion of Australia, a colder place in Australia. So that is a distribution of the Macropus or kangaroos. There are different type of kangaroos are there. This is the red kangaroo. This is the most common type of kangaroo. See, so in the case of Macropus, their body feet, their height is around 6 feet. Some of the kangaroos are very tall, and you can see that they are taller compared with the most of the other group of animals. They will be able to stand on their feet like that. So a well-developed Macropus kangaroos can reach a height of around 6 feet. Another thing is that if you look at their body, you can see that they have very strong, very long tail is there. This tail is actually acting like a fifth limb. Here there are one limb on the front legs which are not properly developed. Then two hind limbs are there, and then this tail is actually like a supporting organ. You can see that animal is supporting the body weight by the help of this tail. So tail is very strong, very muscular and very powerful. So that is why. So that is one advantage of this Macropus or kangaroos. They have very stronger tail, and you can see that compared with the hind limbs are very powerful. Longer is there. An animal is actually jumping with the help of hind limbs. So whereas if you look at the forelimbs are very short, not properly developed. So it is mostly useless. So forelimbs it can just hold on something. Other than that, forelimbs are not used in the use of walking. So most of the walking or running is actually carried out by the forelimbs. See here you can see that animal is actually supported on these two legs as well as on the support of the tail. The forelimbs are not used for that. It is just like hands. So this is how the kangaroos are actually living. So this is a very strong animal, longer, very taller animal, but smaller size animals are also there. Different species of kangaroos are there. The locomotion is bipedal. Bipedal means walking on two legs. That is the meaning of the word locomotion is bipedal. That is, these animals are not walking on four legs compared with many of the modern mammals. They are primarily using only these two hind limbs, and actually they are actually jumping on these hind limbs. So they are also fast moving animal. I think it can run around 50 or 60 kilometers per hour. So they can fast moving animal. So here you can see that the tail is actually used for balancing. Here you can see that the tail is actually an organ for balancing. That is also shown in this picture. So that is because it is very strong, very long and very powerful. So that is why the tail is used as a balancing organ. Then animal is capable of leaping. Leaping means jumping over a feet to 25 feet. 25 feet means then is from that side to this side it will be I think 25 feet. So it can jump from this point to that point. So you can see that how much faster this animal can this run. So it's mostly running with the by jumping on the ground. So it's a fast moving animal. That is why I told you I think it can move at a speed of 50 or 60 kilometers per hour. Then just like all other marsupial mammals, they also have a marsupial pouch. This pouch is known by the name marsupial. Here you can see that. And inside the marsupial pouch, there will be teats. Teats actually means nipple. That is, animal nipples are known by the name teats. So that is the term used to nipples of the animal. There will be longer nipple. That is why the term teats is given. So this is an idea regarding what are the general characteristics of the example that we are supposed to study, that is the macropus. So with this portion is over. Now we go to the